Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Prison Break. Last time on Prison Break we had fire/water. Probably just fire and water. Fire, water, water, fire, fire, water, fire, water, 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 fire. It's one of those. Anyway, there was an incident at in the courtyards of Sona. Would that be called a courtyard, or would that just be like a commons? I don't know what you would classify the big square where people hang out. But anyway, there was an incident, and they tipped over the water barrel, and they were out of water, which was bad. Mainly bad for Lechero, because he was having some difficulties with some mutineers. One mutineer in particular. And then everyone started making bargains. Mahone went and found Whistler and was going to bust him out and get the bounty for him so that he could go before a judge. And then Bellic made a deal with Teabag to make a deal with Lechero for information on James Whistler in exchange for food and clothes, which Bellic did get. Michael was working on... Well, he didn't want Whistler to be captured. He didn't want anyone to get the bounty and kill Whistler, so he was able to fix the water problem by bursting some pipes and just letting water flow, basically. And because he did that, this great thing, and helping out Lechero, he basically removed the bounty on James Whistler, so now Whistler is able to be above ground, which is probably going to be good for his legs. Definitely get some vitamin D going. Anyway, meanwhile, Lincoln found James Whistler's girlfriend, who specifically went and found a book about birds, and we're not sure why at this point in time, but then Susan B. Anthony was like, give me the thing, you're stupid, and then he gave her the bird book. But it was a different bird book. Well, it was the same bird book, but it was a different bird book, and he kept the original. And then we cut to Sucre, who found out from Bellic that Maricruz was fine. She's not in prison in a trap anywhere. She is back in Chicago, and Sucre basically decided that it was best to let her go so that she wouldn't get in any trouble. So, yeah, so Sucre had to give up Maricruz and the child, so... That was rough, but maybe, who knows? Maybe, who knows, Sucre may join Lincoln in the effort to help Michael. So, yeah. And that was pretty much that. So, I guess we should just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Prison Break. Here we go. That guy just ducked behind one of the little alcoves. Oh, they were able to get a picture of Sarah. Was that her? I don't know. Sucre. God, you're sweaty.
What the hell are you doing?
God, we're sweaty.
We're all guilty of something, man.
Yeah, I think it is Sarah. They were probably able to get her back for a picture.
I want to help, but it seems like it's only getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
I just
We're 3 seasons into this. Nope, that guy's dead. That guy's shirtless. Boy, if you like sweaty men, this is the season for you.
Hey, I was here first.
I'm big bitch, you've been here 2 days.
I mean, I was the first one to the shoe. You sack in the box. Now hand it over.
You asking for a chicken foot, friend. You want this shoe? You're gonna have to come and get it.
Bah. Well, he's trying. He's really trying, poor guy. I love Lechero's purple shirt. He's really got to work overtime to get this done. Oh yeah, I guess Lincoln's wearing a purple shirt too.
This is today's paper. She's playing in Santa Rita. It's a small town 20 miles from here.
She's trying to tell us where she is.
That seems too obvious.
Let's talk to her later. I got nothing to show for it. So if I can't break Whistler out of here, have to break them out of there.
That's a good point, actually. That'll give Lincoln and Sucre something to do.
When's moving day?
I'll tell you the plan when you tell me who you are.
I'm a fisherman.
Really? So am I.
You're worried about trusting me? My life is in your hands. How am I supposed to know that I can trust you?
No.
No. I thought that bounced off his head for a second.
No, but that ain't gonna happen either, is it? Who you gonna
Oh,
call?
I like they don't have a basketball goal. It's just painted. That's hilarious.
Michael got the bounty of Whistler's head in 2 days. That's more than your people could do in 2 weeks. Show some goodwill.
He'll get his goodwill when Whistler's out.
He'll get his goodwill when you fix this damn door! Man, he is handsome. He looks like Sam Worthington.
You're still alive.
You're still lovely.
Oh, please, I haven't showered in 3 days.
Whatever you smell like. It's a significant upgrade.
Nuh. Yeah, hello.
Who's Schofield?
No one. He's just, he's someone I'm working with. He's gonna help me get out of here.
He's a lawyer?
Basically.
He's an engineer, actually.
No, I just need you to trust me.
Under what?
Nothing.
It's the Boomy approach. You must do nothing. He's not gonna try to just... Ah, jeez!
Yeah.
You're sneaky.
Find yourself in that ring again against me. I don't like your odds.
I mean, the guy's pretty strong, but still. Meanwhile, Mahone. Ugh. Mahone going through withdrawal. It's so strange that I can't tell if that actually really is her. But surely they got her back just... And the newspaper, you know, cover up. I know why she's not here. She's on maternity leave, so...
Lachero has a cell phone. I need it.
No problem. Shall I turn water into wine while I'm at it?
Meh.
Maybe. Let me get this straight. You're saying you're gonna tell on me?
In here?
This here is a religious country. And I'm willing to bet the good folks down in Panama don't take too kindly to rapists and pedophiles.
Probably the pedophile part. Oh, it depends on what religion we're talking about. Interesting. He's not gonna bargain with a... I mean, can he, in good conscience, bargain with an escape for Teabag?
This is what matters to me. Not you. And not your book.
I feel like he would understand that.
The blood fight. I'm not gonna come unplugged, huh? My battery dead. None of you know nothing, huh?
Interesting. Is that like the only electricity in the entire prison?
We got you a trial date.
Really?
What, we missed it?
June 13th of next year, Mr. Mahone.
Next year?
Next year. How the hell is that great news?
It usually takes 2.5 years for a non-citizen to get before a judge.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
die. Let's just say that it would be good for everybody
Nah.
if I got this medication.
Oh god.
Is that a threat? No.
Master Jedi?
No, it's a risk. It's smuggling. I'm just saying, if you could get...
Good luck, Mr. Mahone.
Wait a second, what? Wait a second!
Whoa! Can't get violent.
No, just be happy. Leave it for judge.
That's a trap. That's a trap, Teabag.
How are you?
I'm tired. Where are you?
It's a long story.
Is that actually Sarah?
Turns out I don't appear to be going anywhere.
I know.
I can get her back for voiceover.
Maybe you just need more time. It's like they're giving you until midnight, and I'm sitting here at 3 a.m. They're saying I have to hang up.
Sarah, I love you.
I love you too.
Alright, there is something in that call.
They were never in Santa Rita.
What?
She said it was a lost cause. She said she could see it was a lost cause.
So?
The patron saint of lost causes is
I-
Santa Rita.
I love
She's
Lincoln.
never
So?
told me where they were, but she was sitting at 3 a.m.
What the hell does that mean?
Figure it out.
They're
Maybe it's in the book.
That's all I got. Listen, I gotta go. It's up to you.
Godspeed. Dang it. Didn't go in all the way. Didn't delete the call. Just stay quiet, yeah.
Who is this?
Nope. Yeah, someone made a call.
What the hell are you doing in Panama?
I'm not really in the mood.
It's a long story. It's about a season long.
You're that cop, are you? You know, I was looking at that Schofield. I was trying to figure why it looks so bloody familiar.
Nah.
Then just now hearing your voice. I remember watching the press when that first happened. And now you're in it together.
Small world.
Nah.
As to what kind of chap I'm dealing with?
I guess that depends on why you'd be dealing with her.
Nah.
Like I said, you never know when you
Need a friend.
I think Mahone's gonna put it together.
Excuse me. Is there a clock around here? A clock? No comprendo.
No, you gotta think of the thing is the clock.
No?
I bet where she's facing is midnight, and you have to go to 3 a.m.
She was sitting at 3 a.m. 3.
Oh! Damn! She just launched her shoe through that window. Ooh, down you go. Ah! But where's Sarah? Okay, they're keeping her off screen. Damn. Susan's gonna be pissed.
Michael, we can do this. They wouldn't have gone to all this trouble to put you in here if it wasn't possible to get out.
No.
We can do this.
This is what, day 4?
We can do it.
Of 7?
Maybe you can start by telling me why the company's so interested in you.
What company?
The company.
Now, about a year ago, I took a guy out. He was some sort of naturalist. He was taking water samples, measurements.
What for?
Then these government types, they started showing up at my flat asking questions. And I didn't know what to do. Saying they're going to get me out. And when they do, I'm to take them to the same place that I took that guy.
Okay.
That's why I need the book your brother copped. It's my trip log. I write notes in the margins, you know, coordinates, landmarks. I need to retrace my steps and find that location. I don't have a choice.
That's a really interesting story.
Huh.
Whatever's between you and them is between you and them. I'm sorry.
All right.
So he really is a fisherman.
That's right. I do get you, boy. You might have fooled him, but you're not fooling me.
Nah. Oh. Right in his booty, too.
I've been around long enough to know that when the dominoes start falling, it's the new guy who gets blamed for bumping the table.
Just stop spinning and start talking straight.
I ain't no rat.
Let's get you to be a rat.
Ooh.
Ask you to be a friend. As I've been with you.
This is an interesting idea, Teabag.
Now, I couldn't tell who it was, but when I got around the corner, I recognized the faces, the very same faces I've seen in this room.
Yeah.
Now, I got nothing to gain here. Those that surround you have everything to gain if you fall.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay on. As my ears. You'll report back to me everything you hear when I'm not around.
Ugh. That is so clever. God, Teabag's such a great character. Meanwhile, Bellick's just kind of wandering around until he can find the plot.
You really care about the fate of this Whistler guy, and I gotta tell you something. He's really curious about you, too. Let's see, what special talents do you have that the company might make the decision that you are worth more to them alive than dead? What do you
Yeah.
say? Mike, am I getting more of you?
Be careful, Alex.
Oh. Did Bellic hear that now, too? I mean, we've got our crew. Our bust-out crew. What the hell was that? Oh, Sucre. Yeah, he's still got an injury, too.
Look, you had to try. I probably would have done the same thing myself if I were you.
Nah.
But let's be perfectly clear. You're never going to try anything like that again.
I understand.
Nah.
Yeah, but just to make sure that you do, I left you a little something in the garage. It's by the trash.
This hotel has a garage? What is it? I don't like this. Ah! Ah! Don't take it, what was it? Okay, episode 3. Day 4. Wonder what we're doing this season specifically. Because, I mean, like, I get, like, oh, well, we're gonna bust out a Sona, obviously. But there's not much time left, and there's 10 more episodes this season. I mean, we had 2 visits from Lincoln in this episode. Unless he went back twice that day, which I guess is possible. Well, okay, at the very least, let's just go with what Michael said. It's been 3 days. 3 episodes, 3 days. That means there's 4 more episodes. 4 more episodes before they break out. That puts us at episode 7. Not episode 13. That's over half the season still remaining. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. It feels weird watching this now because there's no plan, you know? Like, everything that's happening, we just sort of go with, you know? Like, that is one thing about the first 2 seasons, which you can say this is why the first 2 seasons are a separate story from the rest of the show, is that the first 2 seasons, while yes, the plans did change, it was all plan, you know? It was all based on a plan, even if things had to change, even if locations had to change, people had to change. You know, it was all based on a plan. But now, I'm sitting here like, okay, 3 days down, 4 to go. And honestly, I feel like we haven't really gotten anywhere, you know? We haven't really gotten anywhere. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait it out and see. I mean, it's only episode 3. We've still got a lot of season to go. But I don't know. So, to jump into the notes, we'll kind of group these together. Sucre. Okay, here's one thing so far, and this can easily change over the course of the season, but one thing I think about this season is that we cut down on a lot of characters. But at the same time, some of the characters we have don't fully have a purpose for being in the season anymore, you know? And the ones I'm specifically thinking, Sucre, first of all, there's not too much purpose, but he could have a purpose. He could start helping Lincoln, you know? Mahone, to an extent, you could honestly say his story kind of ends in season 2. And Bellick, and maybe Bellick more than anyone, is kind of like, okay, well, we still have the actor here, but he's not really doing a lot. But it is episode 3. We're still working things out. It's entirely possible that things will start to change, especially because now it definitely feels like everyone is starting to figure out that Michael's going to try to escape with James Whistler. I think T-Bag is starting to figure that out. Mahone definitely figured that out. Bellick heard, so he figured that out. So they're figuring it out. So, as we move forward, there should start to be more purpose for them. It's just that we had to get certain, beats in the story before their characters had purpose again, But honestly, yeah, when you say, like, okay, we're going back to prison, but instead of the Fox River 8, only 2 of them are from Fox River, Michael and T-Bag. Now we're going to have Mahone, Bellick, and James Whistler being new. Okay, how does that dynamic work in this prison? There isn't. There's not too much. There was a bit in the first episode when Mahone, came in and killed the guy for Michael. But that was it. The person who has the most plot relevance in Sona right now is T-Bag, because of his position with Lechero. And that's great. I really enjoy that. But right now I'm struggling. Like, when we see some of these characters, I'm sitting here like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing with these characters? Whereas the first 2 seasons, every character still did something, Even though you could honestly say that, like, they kind of, had to really come up with ways of keeping Bellick around in season 2, So hopefully we get more of that going forward is all I'm saying, I guess it's just that right now, and especially with this episode, we're just sort of at a point where I'm not sure what we're doing. And the characters aren't sure what they're doing. And that's the point. So for now, I'm just sort of left here like, all right, we'll just have to see where it goes, Let's see. Well, going on to Mahone, he did have a trial date for next year, which was rough. Which, I mean, that still sounds better than anyone else. Like, I thought it was like, no, you go in there and that's that, But then, that was basically, I mean, it's not, even if he got a trial, it wouldn't be good, because it's just, they found cocaine on the boat, and that would be that, So it's not, if he just got a trial, it wouldn't be good. Even, excuse me, yeah. Even with Michael testifying, it wouldn't probably help him at all. So now he's gonna be clued in on the escape, especially after talking to Whistler. And yeah, he's definitely losing it without his meds, which is interesting. I mean, I'm wondering, like, he may just completely go through withdrawal until eventually he just comes out of it, Eventually he should get better, but I mean, it's not just drugs that he was taking. They were specific things for his nerves, So maybe it's just that his nerves are going to shoot out of control forever now, So yeah. We had the whole thing of trying to free Sarah and LJ. Again, though, I like when Lincoln is talking with Susan and she's like, I understand why you did it. If I was in your position, I would have done the same thing. But let's just agree that you're not going to do this again. And it's like, okay, yeah. it's like, I really like her that it's just all business with her. It's all business. She's not looking at this from like any sort of emotional level or anything. It's just business, you know? And she won't punish them because that's not the point. The point is for Michael to break Whistler out of there, you know? So that's the thing. But I did like that, the whole thing of the statue and, you know, 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Of course, you know, he just as he figures that out, Sarah just chucks her shoe through a window, which is crazy. They did a good job with covering up Sarah in this episode, because you guys did tell me that that the actress was pregnant when this started up, so she was on maternity leave instead of being in this season, and that's fine. Again, another sort of character where it's like, well, what's the purpose of this character, you know? So keeping her sort of off-screen works a bit better. And obviously, they were able to get a picture of her. She was able to come in for a picture with the newspaper and then do a voiceover for the call. And then you have a stand-in for the rest of it. That was really good, you know? So that works out, definitely. But that whole thing was interesting. We had the book, which is coordinates and stuff. So the company needs to find out where he took this guy, I guess, which is interesting. So yeah, I do like that it's not just that it's not just that he's some company guy, it's that he is another person that the company needs just info or something from, you know? So he's just a normal guy. Now, granted, if they knew about the book, it's a good thing Lincoln took that book, because if they knew about the book, if they had that, then they wouldn't need Whistler anymore, you know? So there is at least that they have that book. So that's good. And yeah, the whole thing with Sophia, who just seems to be a normal, just a normal person, which is interesting. And yeah, he's trying to keep her out of stuff, which is good. And then we had the whole thing with the phone and Teabag and Lechero, which was interesting. And yeah, it's very interesting that, they did this whole thing and he did figure it out because it wasn't on the charging dock completely. But I like Teabag covering their tracks and saying, basically starting to drive a wedge between Lechero and his underlings. So that was very, very clever. Again, Teabag kind of has the most purpose because he is in Lechero's crew, which is interesting, So I like that. That was really very clever of him. And honestly, it's so interesting. Teabag is just such a great character, and he's so smart about everything too. So that was really good that he started driving a wedge and started sowing doubt in Lechero. And that gets him off of thinking that it's Teabag or Michael or anyone else. So that was good. And then at the end, we had the box. What's in the box? I guess we'll have to find out next time, which kind of sucks. For a second, I was kind of looking at it, it's like, it's not going to be like LJ's dead body stuffed in there. And like the closer he got, I was like, no, that's way too small. Unless it's his head, but I don't think so. But yeah, so he opened the box, nothing. So we'll just have to see next time what that is. But yeah, good episode, very interesting, and I'm definitely, this is the most apt time to say this, I'm definitely curious where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Prison Break reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.